Hello everybody, Eddie Hates Anime here, and today we're going to be talking about Spring 2025 anime. What am I going to be watching? Honestly, I'm probably not going to talk about everything I'm not going to be watching. Normally I go through my anime list and just kind of talk about every single anime, but I've made a resolution. We are not going to be watching more than like 10 to 15 anime this spring. I'm hard cutting it there because I watched 30 to 32 or something anime last season, or this season that's still going, the winter season. And I have no time. Life's terrible. Lots of good shows. It's my record as well for being a chud anime fan, but it's worth it because it's one of the best seasons of anime I've ever seen. But I have time for nothing, literally nothing. And then there is still other media. It's not just anime that I watch. So like, I am more behind on content and reviews than ever, and I just want some life back. It also helps that spring is never the strongest season. I feel like spring and fall are always battling for what's the worst season of the year, which is fine. There's always gonna be at least something good, but I'm just gonna stick to a few ongoings from last season and then a couple that seem interesting this season, and instead of blindly watching every show ever just because it has one nice art or a good opening or one character that looks good, I'm gonna take the wait and see approach on some of these, because if I watch 30 shows every season, it'll take a year plus for every review. For continuings, we got our stuff like Pokemon, our Beyblades, our younger demographic shows, our Precures. JoJo's is technically a winter anime, but it should not count. One episode came out, and it was like 2 days ago at the time of recording this. Spring season starts soon, and they don't know when episode 2 is coming out. That's a fucking spring anime in my book. There's probably some other ongoings that I'm forgetting, but I'm not sure. I wonder if I wrote them down. I have a little bit of notes here, but I don't know. Outside of that, I'm not sure if there's anything continuing that I'm watching. We'll see. Anything in this that I redact later will just be in the comments, because there could be shows that I don't mention that I end up watching. I'll do the comments, because even last season, like for example, I just mentioned Precure. I didn't realize that the new one was coming out midwinter season, or towards like the back end, and then they announced it after I made the video. So I probably should go back in the comments and say the Detective Precure series. That's one that I didn't mention in the video and I'm watching, because it actually wasn't even in the database at the time, so it's not my fault. But yeah, that's a fun series. But I wrote Witch Hat. That anime has to be a watch. That's one of those where it's like, okay, I love this manga so much, has to be a watch. And the anime looks good, despite what I've heard from like production stuff in the back. I'm not really paying attention to that. I'm just gonna go in with some optimistic thoughts because it looks good from what I've seen. Season 5 of Rent a Girlfriend. Obviously, we're not watching that. Next, Love. I forgot the full series name, but it's something about ending this love game. I like the manga a lot. It's actually, well, it could end soon. I don't know exactly where we are with this, but we've gotten to like, every romance story has the big climax. We've gone around there. I might give it a chance because I do like the manga. It's like, I hate to describe it this way because it is a pretty good manga. It's a pretty cute manga, but it's kind of like a poor man's love is war. It's kind of like that. The studio is Felix Film, which is fine, I guess. I don't know. We'll see if I check that one out. I'm leaning towards probably, but yeah, it's not like the highest priority because I do like the series, and it'd be a nice little refresh because I haven't read it since I first read it. But yeah, moving on, Needy Girl Overdose. I need to first off finish the game. I might just restart and play it all through in the next couple weeks because I know the anime has to be way different than the game because of the type of game it is. Like, you just can't translate that well. Like, I'm sure you could try before someone makes a fucking devil's advocate argument, but for the sake of just the anime is probably gonna be different off of what I've seen even in the trailers. So I know, like, okay, you don't need the game to watch it, but I've played a lot of the game already, and I would just want to get that closure. And to be fair, the anime's resolution could very well easily reference the game's stuff that happens. I don't know because I'm not making it. And just for vibes and stuff, like, this seems like it'll be a really fun one. It'll probably be heavily LARPed. I don't care. I just wanted to sneak that word in there because that's been popping lately. Next, we've got Akane Banashi. Very well-received Shonen Jump series throughout the years, and it's finally getting anime. So I might check out the anime. We will see, because that's another one where it's like, manga's really good. Is it my priority to watch, more anime of things that I've already seen? Because normally, or at least I advertise my goal of anime to be like, okay, I'll watch an anime, and then I'm going to read the manga or the light novel, as opposed to like, okay, I've read a bunch of mangas and light novels, I want to see the anime of them. Normally, I try to pretend like I'll save the anime for like the top of the crop, like top 100 manga of all time, getting an anime, fuck yeah. But I've just been watching everything. I've been watching everything. So I need to put my foot down somewhere. I wrote down that I did want to peep Mao just because I like the author's works and I like seeing that art in translation to anime, but probably gonna wait. Agents of Four Seasons with studio, very pretty art, cool premise. Probably gonna be peeping that one. Next up, we've got, I want to talk about Even a Replica Can Fall in Love. I was considering it, but it has a light novel, and it seems like the type of story that would bang so much harder on the page than as an anime. But on the flip side, it does feel like the type of anime where, like, if you get the right team to adapt it, the melodrama, the OST would go nuts. But I don't know. I'm probably still going to read it, but I'll check out, like, the music and some of the scenes or whatever. Next, we got Magical Sisters, whatever the fuck, Lulu to Lily, something like that. A new iPre series. I always need that magical girl fix. And yes, while there is always a pure Precure running, I always need a non-Precure show going on. With the end of Princess and Orchestra upon us, which is a fucking great show, I need something new. But I never got around to watching any of the other Pretty Rhythm or Pia Prepara anime. But so while that's a shame, I'm gonna start here still. It's a new story even within iPre, so I don't feel as bad. And the bright colors and aesthetics draw me in every time I see a poster or some material for it. I'm like, wow, I love this vibe. This is me. Awesome. I meant to start with Himitsu iPre, but I'm a bum. I'm a bum, and I'm a liar. So, sorry. Next on, I did write down Ponkotsu Fuki Skirt. That was one where I saw like the main image, and I was like, oh, that art style kind of popping out to me. Once again, that bad habit of mine. And I thought it'd be like a random manga I'd read on a rainy day, but I couldn't find a translation. And like I said, I do like the art, especially for the manga. So I don't know. I'm not saying I'm thinking of watching this one. I just want to put it out there that, like, I thought about reading the manga, but I couldn't find it. We'll see. And if the anime, like, if people are saying this shit's popping, then maybe I'll peep it. Same with, like, Aaron the Southpaw. That's another one where I wanted to read it, and I found no translation. I didn't try very hard with either of these, though. I spent like 10 minutes looking. But this one seems, at least compared to the last one we were talking about, actually, like, it'll actually really pretty good. Like, really, really good. So I'm probably going to watch the anime for this one. Yeah. I always make shorts of first initial thoughts anyways each season now. That's, like, the thing I do. So you will know very fast within the season start, like, what I do check out and what I don't. And then obviously when the reviews come out, as long as I do them reliably. I have skipped out on a few on the past, like, I don't know, because too long passes and I'm just like, I can't do it now. Remember when I said we're going to get a Pokemon Legends ZA review? I finished that game, like, right when it came out. I took off work for it. It just fucking went through that game and still never did the review. At least Pokopia should get a review. I'm trying to. Although that one I'm going to finish a lot later because I'm taking my time playing it cozy while everyone else is speedrunning this shit, skipping time and stuff. So when y'all are gonna get it when you get it. Next up, I wrote Hyaki Yakosho, something like that. And I remember what this one is. I think this is like I don't know if it was a short anime adaptation, like one of those short episode things, or normal, but it's like a horror thing. And I wrote it could either be ass or a mini gem. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Dandelion, written by Gintama's author. It's a one shot within the Gintama books, the volume releases. But it's original content. I believe it doesn't connect to the Gintama story at all. And I was like, you know what? After all these years, Gintama is one of those big-ass series that I still have never seen. And I'm going to continue not to see it. It still looks great. I'm sure I would love it. Just, you know, when the time is right, the time is right. But it would be very funny if I watched Dandelion first. And the reason why I'm considering the anime with this one, because I could have read the manga. I still kind of want to read the manga, but there's original content. I believe it's like, don't quote me on this, but I think it's like 6 out of the 7 episodes is original content, or like a big chunk of the series. And I don't know if that's the original author helping with that, or if that's all the anime team. I don't know. So I'm kind of interested in how this adaptation is gonna turn out. So I think I should, for the sake of that, read the manga and then just watch it. We will see what happens with that. But that one, definitely interested in. Movies. I wrote down Mononoke Movie 3 whenever possible. You know, with movies, it's always weird just whenever I get to see it. Love Live, very, very obvious. I mean, there's not as much Love Live in the back as there used to be, but still got the little mini Love Live shelf. We got our goats right here, so, you know, like, yeah. The My Hero OVA, gonna peep that when it comes out. I mean, fucking monumental ending to a series that, like, I grew up with. I guess it's not the ending, but still, it's the ending. And I wrote down special episode for Bean Counter, because I guess there's a Blu-ray special for that series, and that's one that I've been vibing with. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's a isekai anime BL from the current season, the winter season, and I'm vibing with it pretty heavy. It's pretty good. So I'm gonna be peeping that. I didn't write anything else down, but like I said, I could very well be missing things. And I don't really feel like spending an hour or two just recording the video, let alone editing and doing all this stuff for realistically what's a filler video. Because just being like, guys, it's a sneak peek at what reviews you might get in the future. And for me, it's a good chance while preparing the video to go through Mal and kind of do all that stuff. But I've been doing that already lately, like already prepping for the next seasons more in advance than I used to in the past. So I don't want to like take too much time yapping, you know? And it helps I'm not talking about every single thing that I'm not watching and why not. Although I feel like I'm definitely missing a few, especially with sequels. So I'll write down in the comments, or like if you ask me why I'm not watching something, I'll tell you. Although with a lot of like the random newcomers, I'm definitely taking the wait and see approach because I just can't be asked. But yeah, that's it for now. Like I said, check the comments because this could age very poorly. Subscribe if you're new. And let me know which anime from the upcoming spring 2026 season are you looking forward to most. It's been your boy Eddie. It's Anime. Ironically, talking about how he enjoys anime. And goodbye. Peace.